ほう、どうやらだいぶ暇を持て余してるみたいだね。なら節と茶でもどうだい？仕事があるのにあえてそれをサボるとは気に入った。
お任せ。希望を守る一撃。これが代償だよ。これが拙者たち剣の真髄だ。人頭一如万象を切り伏せん。おや吠えろ。 しよっか。何でも言って。
了解だ。
行動開始。予想通り。
さっやるな。ウブ来い。ふっさっ隙だらけ。
俺が仕留めた。
キッくらい。
俺から逃げられると思わないことだ。了解。現場に担当する。
キッくらい。
行くぞ。
制圧する。
目標排除。
目標発見。
予想通り。
くらい。
俺が仕留めた。
くらい。制圧する。制圧する。ふっ制圧する。キッくらい。
キャットも手伝うよ。
おとなしく投降しろ。目標確認。予想通り。行くぞ。
行く。制圧する。さっ 俺から逃げられると思わないことだ。了解。現場に担当する。援護予想通り。このまま寝てな。目標確認。テポ来い。目標退避。俺が仕留めた。避けきれるか。予想通り。援護感謝。
来い、キャットも手伝うよ。
おとなしく投降しろ。
ドローンの準備はできてる。
まだ操作を。俺から逃げられると思わないことだ。
甲賀の威力味わってみるか。くっくそバカの一つ覚えたな。やっくっこいつは効く弾だ。せいやっあおらやつだ。おらはっくっ吠えろ甲賀。はってめえの死に場所はここだ。くさばりやがれ。はっバカの一つ覚えたな。くっはっくっこいつは効く弾だ。はっやっふっはってめえの死に場所はここだ。やっ粉々にしてやら。バカの一つ覚えたな。今さら後悔しても遅えん。ガキの遊びかよ。
行動開始。キルまだいける。予想通り。くっくらえ。制圧する。俺が仕留める。制圧する。制圧する。一網打尽とはまさにこのことだな。
こいつは効くだな。バラされる気分はどうだ。やっふっせい吠えろこうだ。油断すんじゃねえぞ。はっふっこいつは効くだな。やっ死ね。そう今さら後悔しても遅えんだよ。てめえの死にバカの一つ覚えだな。ふっこいつは効くだな。ガキの遊びかよ。
行動開始。目標確認。予想通り。
そのまま横になってね。
プープ
アドビさんサポートは
目標
任せた。
はい。制圧する。暗い。
そっちは遠い
俺が仕留めた。暗い。行くぞゲッ
キャットも手伝うよ。
ク。おとなしく投降しろ。
おいくるっと決め。
俺から逃げられると思わないことだ。
よし状況を開始する。よっと感覚は鈍っちゃいねえみてえだな。はっ殲滅としゃれ込もうぜ。よっと一気に行くぞ。蜂の巣にしてやら。避けきれるか。よっと避けきれるか。ははよっと
しゃあ行くぞ。
蜂の巣にし俺が合図を出す。通常に注意しな。こいつはくれん。感覚は鈍っちゃいねえみてえだな。殲滅としゃれ込もうぜ。はは避けきれるか。一気に行くぞ。蜂の巣にしてやら。ははよっと蜂の巣にしてやら。よっと避けきれるか。俺が合図を出す。いいな。通常に注意しな。派手にかまってはは感覚は鈍っちゃいねえみてえだな。よっと殲滅としゃれ込もうぜ。避けきれるか。はは一気に行くぞ。敵を目視出番だぞ。 野郎ども。よっと避けきれるか。俺が合図を出す。いいな。そのまま寝てな。
粉々にしてやら。
通称に注意しな。はは殲滅としゃれ込もうぜ。こいつをくれな。蜂の巣にしてやら。避けきれるか。蜂の陽動と行こうじゃねえか。避けきれるか。戦機行け。
こいつは効くなんだ。
よっと派手にかまって。そのまま寝てな。いい勝ちっぷりじゃねえか。そんじゃ祝杯と行こうぜ。
何でも言って。
了。
何でも言って。
もしかして。
も言って。
もしかして僕に仕事でも強くなって強くなって。
何でも言って。何でも言って。
もしかして強くなって強くなって生き残る。総員配置につけ。一戦遅すぎる。
これも遅い。食らいなさい。は
極光はどうだ。横
これでは
全部派手にやってくれてな。臨機応変に
食らいなさい。は
その程度。感謝する。
これで
火を持って火を救う。私にしかできないです。
に任せてほしいって。
遅すぎる。
隙だらけね。これで
陰陽を持って一つになる。
烈風
火を持って火を救う。私に
せい
臨機応変に対応する。何をしても無駄だ。助けなきゃいけない。
そこ受けてみる。はあ、これで食らいなさい。これで一戦。その程度火を持って火を吸う、私にしかできない芸当ね。はあ、はずだ、マイナス。これも皆に臨機応変に対応する。そこ。はあ、極光は豪雨、予行は無意道。さあ、お眠りなさい。せい、これで一戦。
やってくれたな。
てめ
随分派手にやってくれたな。見事な式だったぞ。本官の目に狂いはなかったようだ。現場に到着。ターゲットを確認。はあ、久保さん遅すぎる。
てめえでかん公園。皆さん注意してください。ここはさよう。
臨機応変に対応する。
火を持って火を吸う、私にしかできない経験ね。
任務が最優先。
無理しないでください。
見事な式だったぞ。本官の目に狂いはなかったようだ。総員配置につけ。一戦。
ここは自分に任せてほしい。
万が一の時は
僕なんかに。
よし行くぞ。 厄介者か。この一手で決めるぞ。砕けろ、消えろ、一気に砕けろ。仕留めろ。切れるか。甘い面よっと砕けろ。これはどうだ。甘い甘い甘い。金もらった。
久しぶりに早く帰れそう。
何でも言って。
あ
新しい技か。悪くない。
should ready ourselves before we depart. Looking forward to this.
We make for battle.
I'm not satisfied yet. Okay.
I've further yet to go.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Yeah.
Best not to fight on an empty stomach. If we use this... Better get going, I guess.
Say goodbye! You're done! Say goodbye! Ready for this? You're done! Ready for this?
Indeed.
Seems victory is mine. Okay. Whirling wind. Ready for this? Not bad. It's over. Under the skies. You're done. Whirling wind. Victory is mine. Sorry about this. You asked for it! Ready for this? Okay. Well done.
Well, isn't this a thrill? Haha, pretty good.
Time to make ready.
I'll cut them all down.
We fight as fellow citizens of how about this?
We make for battle.
Here!
I got it.
That won't do. We've yet begun. Strength flows through me. Now then. A simple enough matter. Here!
I got it.
Not stopping here.
Well, isn't this a thrill? Time to rest my wings.
Hey! Oh!
Just go wandering off, bud.
Not a problem.
I'm looking forward to this.
Don't mind tossing this in.
Better get going, I guess. The moment's yours.
Yep, of course. That all? Watch and learn. So much for them. Watch and learn. So much for them. The wind's at my back. Watch and learn.
Alright guys, I'm gonna hop on the mic for a while if anyone's still here. Hello? Silent film portion of the stream has ended for the time being.
Best not to fight on
Not
an
really
empty
doing
stomach.
anything frustrating right now, so might as well hop on the mic. Hope you guys are doing well.
I've gotta wonder.
Yeah, I gotta go get some acid reflux medication after the stream.
Better get going, I guess.
Should be able to talk on the mic a little bit more, but yeah, my throat's kind of irritated, and got a lot of phlegm in my neck passage, so I feel like talking. No, very chill stream. Aether Gazer's not exactly a malding game. It's a very relaxed game to play. It's not the kind of game you play if you want to maul. It's not even like PGR. Got a mauled in PGR even if you wail. Aether Gazer is more of a relaxing game to play. Yeah, I need to get up Marduk's proficiency. I'll probably do that when I work tonight. Won't stream it.
Ready for this?
Gotta get his proficiency to 100. That's gonna take some time.
Mine. Let's see what you got. Yep, of course. Let's go.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to stream in the morning because of my acid reflux.
Watch and learn. So much for them. Watch and learn.
Yeah, I haven't gotten Dragon Blazers yet. It might have to wait until I have some more cash. It's been a difficult month. I had some IRL stuff to pay for, and then just bills and running the channel. I'm already broke. So, I might have to wait. We'll see. Looks good, though. Won't know until I play it myself. I applied for a key, but who knows if that guy actually uses Keymailer or if they just put it on there. Could be a bit of both. Keymailer is kind of deceptive at times because it'll show the game on there and you request it, but then like the developer doesn't like officially support it. So I don't know. If I don't get it by like this afternoon, they don't send me the key, I'll look into getting it, but
Glad you're coming along.
I'm not making any promises.
Don't mind tossing this in.
Besides, my plate's a little bit full right now. I got this and a Rebel Engine. I got to do the sponsorship for that, and then
Better get going, I guess.
Ninja Gaiden 4 New Game Plus. I guess that game won't be too much of a time investment, but I'll have to I might have to put it off for a while.
Switching out. Yep, of course.
It's only 15 bucks. Maybe I can get it today, but I make no promises.
You can do it. A word. You got it. for this?
I probably won't get much of anything. I need to clear out this backlog a little bit more before I start buying any more big games. I mean, Dragon Blazers probably only takes like one stream to finish. Any more like big dozens of hours games I'm not really interested in right now. Plate's a little full. Even if I had the money, which I don't. Been too many games coming out. I just don't have I mean, I have the time, but stamina-wise, it's been hard. This is quite a bit easier because I can play it when I'm out because it's a Switch 2 game. But like, last couple games haven't been too great to play on Steam Deck. Lost Soul Aside like barely worked. It like crashed and everything, so I didn't bother with that. But really limited how quickly I could get that stuff out. Gotta go back and do New Game Plus for that. But that's gonna have to wait until a dry spell, which probably is gonna be like next month at this point. Be honest with you. Releases aren't gonna let up until next month. In December, there's like nothing I want to play, basically. Solo leveling Arise Overdrive, I want to get. That's not until the end of the month. So I gotta kill this backlog before then, because that's gonna play like garbage on Steam Deck. I saw people playing the demo on it. Like barely ran. The game can run on Steam Deck, or if it's on Switch 2, I can burn through these games a lot quicker. But if I could only play it at home, it's a lot harder. Decent chunk of the day I'm over there or I'm out somewhere. It's nice to have the portability, but also aside of what I was told, it like crashes. Ninja Gaiden 4 is playable, but my R1 button is broken, so it kind of makes it not ideal.
Not stopping here.
Let us prepare for the struggle.
Steam sale's supposed to be in... Steam sale's supposed to be in December. It's like,
It's an honor to
I think it's December 10th. So...
I hope this proves helpful.
I don't know how much I really care to get at this point. Kind of maxed out Steam at this point. If it's something I want to play, I either get a review key for it or I buy it instantly. And like, there just aren't really many big games that I'm interested in buying. Most of them aren't my type of game. Been spending less and less on Steam sales. It's usually like less than $50. Like 60 bucks max. Like the price that this costs, I don't even spend that much on like multiple cheap games on Steam anymore. Pretty rare.
Understood.
I'll handle this. Take this. Knockdown. It's over. end has come. Take this.
I don't think there's anything coming out in December that I'm interested in. I mean, PGR update. PGR update's a big one, but that's not really a stream content game. I stream it because I'm playing it. It's not like a main thing. It's something I play because I just enjoy it. Some people like watching the dailies.
Take this.
I've liked most of the melee characters so far. I'm progressing really slow. I'm kind of going for completion at the moment. If I make anything for this game that's successful, it's going to be like builds and stuff. So that's kind of what I'm focusing on right now. I don't really give a crap about the story, so I'm kind of just going through it and getting everything I can. Story takes like 10 hours, I think, even if you watch the cutscenes, but was it like 2.5 hours of cutscenes? It's actually
Best not to fight on an empty.
it's very front-loaded with cutscenes, but then after like a couple hours, you know, you can pretty much just keep playing. You're not really interrupted, but I'm not really rushing through the story.
Better get going, I guess.
I'm kind of just completing everything as I see it, because I've actually liked quite a few of the movesets, and the builds definitely got nerfed, like, really hard, but for the purpose of DLC and stuff, I am gonna, the purpose of DLC and everything, I am gonna pretty much do everything in this. I don't know how much of it I'll stream.
Ready for this?
Usually if it's a game I can only stream at home, I don't share all of it with you guys. I share most of it. But I've definitely been playing this a lot at my kitty sitting job. Waiting for my neighbor as well. I've been putting in a decent chunk of time into this. Well, for that purpose, it's good. I do wish the builds hadn't gotten gutted so hard, but it's whatever. You never know if they'll maybe improve that later on, the updates.
Okay.
I'd say the problem with this game is normal is too easy, and hard is just HP Sponge City. So I don't have any interest in playing this on hard right now. Usual, you know, you can do it. It's not like it's impossible, but it's just like 90%, you know, stat bloat.
An easy target.
I'm not really interested. I'm not interested in challenges like that really anymore. I've gotten tired of that. There's a boss you fight at like the really big turning point in the story. That's a solo fight, and apparently on hard you can only get hit like a couple times. And it's also like in like hour-long section of playing that you can't go back to town. When people are getting stuck there. I don't really think they designed this game to be played on hard. That's the start. I really feel like they should lock it, to be honest. They should make it so, they should make it so you can't do it until you're, like, at a certain point, because I don't really think they intend for you to, get stuck or get filtered. I think they want the you know, the story part of it to be pretty smooth, but it isn't. That's the problem. If you play on hard, it's an HP sponge city, and you can't like go back to town. There's some really long stretches. I definitely think they should add like save points as well. I mean, the fact that it has sleep mode helps, but you know, what are you gonna do if you're low on battery and you're at work or something and you can't charge it? Or you're like on the bus and you don't have a charger. The amount of time this wants you to play without stopping is kind of a little bit strange, because it kind of goes against the levels. Because like even the story levels like don't take that long to finish. They're quite a bit shorter than, you know, your average Musou game. You know, like 15-20 minutes for like a main story mission. But then like, sometimes, like, with cutscenes and everything, it'd be like an hour before you can
I bet you were hoping
get
to
back.
show it who's boss, right, bud? And come on, we've got some work to do.
It's like the pacing in this game is pretty good, but it's like they almost forgot that this is supposed to be portable as well. Or they used the fact that it's portable as an excuse to, like, not have consistent save points. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm on the mic now. The silent film part of the stream has ended. Silent film part of the stream has ended. I was getting annoyed having to type. That's like the main reason I use mic commentary. I can't be asked to type all the time and pause. Depending on the type of game I'm playing, it'd be really annoying. So I turned the mic on. How you doing? Welcome back. Probably gonna go a bit longer, and then I gotta go get some meds and lunch, and then I might boot back up, play some more of this. Yeah, I've been really depressed over the channel lately. I am not gonna lie. I've been really depressed. My 20th anniversary and everything. I haven't been feeling that great, but I'll definitely celebrate it more when I'm feeling better. Yeah, when I'm feeling depressed, or heightened anxiety, don't expect me to use the mic. I won't be doing that anymore. I'm gonna stop doing that because I get more frustrated and people aren't always nice. Most people are nice about it, but some people don't like when I get frustrated, so I'd rather just not be on the mic. It depends on what I'm doing, really. I turned it on yesterday after I felt a little bit better because I had to explain things. I didn't feel like typing, but yeah, from now on, if I'm not feeling that great, I'm gonna be muting the mic on these streams, so I can still stream, but you know, kind of just sitting here and not having to commentate actually calms me down quite a bit. So I think there's going to be more of a balance of commentated and no mic content from here on out, at least for a while. Like Aether Gazer, I mean, there's not really anything to say. It's a pretty relaxed game. So kind of just playing that. I wasn't talking at all while I had the mic off. I was kind of sitting here in silence. It actually helped me quite a bit, so you guys can probably expect more consistent streams. actually doesn't. No. Only in cutscenes. When you're in gameplay, they barely talk, which is really weird, because this game has more voice acting than the average Zelda. And then they just kind of stop talking. This game's basically like watching a movie or a TV show in a language you don't understand. You gotta be looking at the bottom of the screen constantly. It's very awkward. I think they should prioritize talking. Prioritize voice acting in, like, when you can't just watch. Really weird decision. I mean, it's good that they talk in the cutscenes, but I feel like they should talk a bit more when you're playing, because it's like a fast-paced action game. The thing about this game is, even if you do speak English or Japanese, you still have to read it. That's the problem. It's not really any different if you're a native English or Japanese speaker, or if you're not, you still have to look down at the bottom of the screen. It makes the talking when you're playing very awkward. Like, even when I play like Musou games in Japanese, you know, my Japanese is like entry level at best. You know, I can speak and read a little bit. I wouldn't do too well if I actually went to Japan. But even with my limited Japanese, having them talk when I play those games does help. Like, basically when you're in gameplay in this, they don't talk at all, they just grunt like the other two games.
See ya.
So I don't really understand what the decision was to make them talk more, but not that much. Even for like a RGG Studios game, they don't talk anywhere near as much. Those games, it's like side stories aren't voiced, but like main cutscenes are, and some like parts that aren't like the high production value cutscenes, most of them are voiced. In this game, it's pretty much only these that are voiced. I think Pokemon just not being voiced is some kind of weird choice at this point. I don't really understand it. You know they got enough money. They make those games on like $10 million and they raise like 30 times that every year. But somehow the production values are still like not great.
And he can fly. Yep, I
guess it doesn't matter. People keep buying it anyway. You don't need to put much more money into it. Everybody complains about Pokemon declining and having low production values, but then comes out around this time every year and it record-breaking profits.
Sure did.
So I guess they figure they don't need to.
Out the little guys once you went and took care of their boss.
Got a message from Raffica too. They spotted more monsters. This time in Great Hyrule Forest.
There? Really?
That's where you Koroks live, right? Either way, Raffica said he's on his way over.
Then I guess we know where we're heading next. Let's get a move on, bud.
Yeah, this game is pretty much like watching something on Netflix that's like, you know, Spanish or Korean or Japanese or Chinese or something, and you don't speak it. You're always looking at the bottom of the screen. It's like worse in this though, because you know it's a video game. It's interactive. You have to concentrate on the gameplay. Well, yeah, as soon as you get into gameplay, just like no one says anything. It's basically like a old school JRPG. It's very awkward. I definitely think more of it should be voiced. It's whatever. A lot of people don't even seem to really even like the story in this game. I personally don't care. I haven't really been
think
into
I could
Zelda
get any
since
stronger?
like the GBA era. It's like the last time I cared about Zelda.
Just keep getting better.
GameCube era, GBA era had some of the best Zelda games in my opinion. At Wind Waker and Four Swords Adventures, Minish Cap. Yeah, I really fell off after that point. I stopped caring. Won't say I grew out of it. I just didn't really like the games that came out. Like Phantom Hourglass looked really gimmicky, and I just didn't like N64. Didn't like DS graphics.
Time to rest my wings.
It felt like a major downgrade.
You call for me?
Guess you're that new ally I've been hearing about.
Can't wait to see what happens.
DS was a really big step back from GBA in my opinion. There were some GBA games that had incredible pixel art, and then they went back to N64 graphics, and I kind of tapped out at that point. I still like the DS, but like I mostly played pixel art games on it. Really, I played very few 3D games on it. I just didn't want to go back to N64 graphics. I was kind of over that. 3DS, I didn't. I completely skipped that generation of Nintendo entirely. I never had a 3DS or a Wii U. I'm glad pixel art is back and not dead.
Calamo!
Get out there!
Yep. Watch and learn. So much for them. So much for them. Watch and learn. So much for them. Oh, to smash you apart! Watch and learn. So much for the heading out.
Nah, Pokemon is basically, they figured out how to maximize profits with the least amount of effort. Apparently it was leaked. The previous Pokemon game from last year only cost like 10 million to make, and it made like 30 times that. They're never gonna give Game Freak more budget or dev time if they can have them spam a game every year for a shoestring budget and make like 30 times what they spend. It's just not something that will ever happen. People keep asking for it. I'm like, well, if you guys keep buying them, then they don't have any incentive to put more money into it. not like this game where you can tell the budget for this is quite a bit higher than the previous one. Even though it's got a lot of recycled assets, like it's still like higher budget. They prioritize performance. Like all the main Switch 2 features are compatible with it and everything. They don't have to do that with Pokemon. They don't have anything to prove.
At all?
Game Freak is definitely capable of making better Pokemon games, but they're just never going to. As soon as they figured out that they could make those games for dirt cheap compared to other big popular franchises and make like way more profit margin, they're pretty much going to have them spam those every year. They're never going to stop. There's no reason to anymore. They make like way more money off a game of that size than pretty much anything that like Sony or Microsoft does. They're making way less money. The amount they have to invest into a game of that size is way more, like an insane amount more.
I'll cut them all down.
Let's maybe this.
I think it's kind of weird that people keep asking for it. I'm like, well, it's just not something that's going to happen. Definitely sucks that the games have kind of declined, but a lot of it also is because there's like 1,000 Pokemon now, so doing anything is too difficult. Anything new. Well, yeah, apparently like last month it was leaked. There was some kind of Pokemon leak, and people found out the budget for those games is like non-existent. Considering how much money they make, it's non-existent. I mean, for like any other type of game, like 10 million is still a lot for like a niche game. But for like something that's that popular and sells that much copies, $10 million is like nothing. Like, it's insane how much money they make investing that little. But I think people seem to fail to understand that until the sales go down or there's some kind of popularity decline, they will never make a high-effort Pokemon game again. Like Origins doing well, for instance, is gonna elevate Musou games a lot. Because now there's like a new standard, and they're still like the only company that's putting them out. Everybody else stopped doing Musou games. Like Koei Tecmo has no competition anymore. There was a period around Basara 3 to like Yuki Muroden where there was like actual competition. There was the Basara games coming out for a while, and then you know, Sunrock Kagura was still going, and Oni-chan Bara. Like pretty consistent competition, but now they have none. So now you gotta think about Origins has pretty high production values. Their only competition is themselves, so if they try to cheap out like Pokemon does, I don't know how well that's gonna work. They have a complete monopoly on Musou games right now. The Senran Kagura is supposed to be getting a gacha soon, but they didn't show any gameplay, so who knows if it's gonna be like an actual gacha or actual action game. It's just gonna be the usual turn-based deck builder, tower defense slop that a lot of dead franchises get. Like Kamen Rider just got one of those. City defense or whatever it's called. It's like very low budget and low effort. But it's just like with that, the problem is you can just play Arknights for that. That's what you want. That has like years of content and is in no danger of shutting down.
The end has
Kamen
come.
Rider tower defense game probably won't last more than
I have you.
6 months.
Knocked down.
Put effort into one and they localized it. I would definitely play it.
It's over. Now be gone.
It's gonna be funny if they, the Senran Kagura game is just like a generic minimal gameplay gacha. I think, like, phones are to the point where they actually could do a Musou game gacha, and if the combat was good, and it had a native PC client, I could see myself playing that. But, I don't know. The fact that they didn't show any gameplay when they announced it doesn't instill me with the most confidence. It's probably gonna be some, like, Flash-looking puppet animation, like, card game or something. That's, like, the least interesting. Especially because if that's all you want, there's more established gacha games that you can do that with that won't shut down next month. It sucks, man. I hope it is like an actual game.
My spear will go dull if I keep
it's anyone's guess, really.
Maybe this.
It's like Aether Gazer is basically a lot more like a Musou than a lot of the other gacha games, because the big chunk of it actually is fighting large amounts of enemies and not just bosses. So the tech is there. They just want to have to actually do it. The last Senran Kagura gacha was, I think, turn-based, so I hope that they're not just going to shut that one down to do this same thing again. I think if that game did well, I could really push action gachas forward. Because right now, it's kind of degraded into mostly Genshin Impact clones. Well, if you don't like open world and stuff, not really that many options right now. You got PGR and Aether Gazer, are like the larger scale ones that aren't at immediate risk of shutting down. Other than that, there's not much. So, I think there's a market for it. We'll see what happens.
I'm not satisfied yet. In support. Down with you. I have you. Now be gone. Here.
quickly. Show of might. It's over. Now be gone.
If the Senran Kagura Gacha actually is an instanced action game, I hope they don't repeat the mistakes of stuff like Goddess Order and Black Beacon, where the lack of controller support and a PC client at launch completely killed their momentum. Both of those games are the same thing. No controller support, and then they wanted you to download Google Play games instead of actually making a PC port. So, if they are actually going to invest in like an action gacha, I hope that that's what they do. Because we've had 2 gacha games die just these past few months alone because of stupid shit like that. Not really paying attention to the standard. Black Beacon is still alive somehow, but basically on life support. Like, the server's still up, but they haven't updated it in like 3 months now. And like, it's making no money whatsoever. I really don't understand why they keep it up. People aren't exactly gonna be going rabid to spend money or even time on something like that.
We should ready ourselves before we depart.
Fortune favors the bold.
Let's go!
Rauru and his companions succeed. Thus, Rauru and... Alas, their luck was short-lived.
What are you guys expecting from the state of play tomorrow? There is a very high chance that they will announce something for Neo 3. Maybe like a beta. There is a chance that they will also show Origins DLC, so I definitely will be streaming it. Realistically, those are the only things that I expect. I think it's still a little bit too far for them to show anything for the Dynasty Warriors 3 remaster, as it's still like 4 months away. Neo 3 is like 3 months away now, so I might get something.
We caught wind of a terrible creature in the volcano.
Hope it's going to be a PC client for the beta if they do announce it, but who knows? It's anyone's guess, really. Agriston. Yeah, that game doesn't have a release date yet, does it? I haven't really looked.
I'll handle this. Kia.
Zelda, alarm Agriston.
You can rest easy.
Oh, that's right. December 1st is Cosmic Invasion. So that's like the only thing I'm doing in December that I know of at the moment. That's confirmed. I might actually get that on Switch 2, because it has a Switch 2 version, so I'm going to assume that means 120 FPS. If Cosmic Invasion is 120 FPS on Switch 2, that is definitely where I will get it. Hard to tell. I looked on the shop. Actually, I can look right now. Let me pause this. And look right now. It says that there's a Switch 2 version. I'm like, what the heck else could you enhance in that game besides the frame rate? I mean, it's not exactly a demanding game. Where is it? Let me see. I haven't seen any confirmation yet. I'm just going by assumption. Yeah, there's a Switch 2 version. I wonder if it actually is 120 FPS. It doesn't say. Yeah, why else would you put this on Switch 2? So it has a native version, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. So I'm going to assume that means 120. This is supposed to be 120 docked. I just don't know if I'm really interested in Metroid Prime anymore. The one I liked the most was the first one. I felt like the series just went on a decline after the first one. The second one was still good. I thought the third one was the worst. I don't know if I'm gonna... I'm down to spend $70 on that. I'm leaning towards no. 70 bucks on that game. I don't know, man. The footage they've shown of it doesn't look very promising, and I already thought that 3 was the worst one by far. We'll see. I'm definitely down for another 2D Metroid. I thought Dread was pretty good, but Prime 4, I don't really have any interest in. We'll see how the gaming budget holds up. Cosmic Invasion I will do. It does look jank and not entirely what I was wanting, but I can cough up $30 for that. Especially because I get paid that day, so we'll see. Well, something for Neo is likely. But it's probably going to be console locked again. Most likely. I feel like Cosmic Invasion getting most of its roster leaked from the demo. And then also with Neo 3, people found like movesets and stuff. They found movesets without any access to the game files. I don't think that we're really going to be getting more PC betas anytime soon. I would be shocked if it did.
Must take aim.
Prepare yourselves for this! Interesting. Hardly a Lady Mineru.
I'll handle this. It's over.
If there's no gameplay or what's it called, like beta announcement for Neo 3 tomorrow, I hope that they at least start talking about the extra weapons, because it's still like very unclear if the game is going to have new weapons or if it's going to be like more of a Monster Hunter style thing where
The end has
you know,
come.
they just add stuff to the existing weapon types, but they don't have like you know, new weapons. It's very hard to tell. I don't quite know what to expect.
Back to our objective then. Kia.
Right.
Give me Nunchaku in Neo 3, please. It's time. I'm already gonna buy it. Well, I mean, I probably will get a review key for it, but it's already a frame 1 game for me. But I would be very happy if they did that. But it's still unclear if it's more of a Monster Hunter type thing or you know, they're actually gonna have new weapon types. I hope that they do. But I feel like with committing to the ninja and samurai style that maybe there won't be weapon types. The DLC doesn't mention any. Hopefully there's some news about that tomorrow, minimum. I'd be happy with that, to be honest. It's supposed to be aimed towards Japan, so I'm gonna guess that there's gonna be, like, less Western games, which... thing I'm the least interested in. I like Western games, I just don't like, Western AAA games. I pretty much never play those, but Western indie games are awesome. But AAA stuff, nah, no interest.
No stopping. Not today. Prepare yourselves for this. It was hardly a challenge.
What?
Witness my might and fall before me! Prepare yourselves for this! Hardly a challenge. Good hit. You're finished!
I have you.
Three Kingdoms Soul Calibur fighting game, yeah, I remember that. I'm not sure how much I care. That's like, guaranteed Discord fighter. I mean, thematically, that's interesting to me, because I like wuxia stuff and Three Kingdoms, but I don't know, if it doesn't have any single-player content, I don't think I really care. It's gonna be like one of those games that's probably like really fun to play, but it's gonna be a struggle to get fine matches. So
My
if
people
it's
have been overrun
devoid
by
of
monsters.
single-player content,
Until we
I
can sever
probably
them at
will
the source, we shall
watch
never
footage of
know
it at
peace.
best.
Yes. It's not a comforting thought.
By joining forces with having secured the support of both the aware that simply responding to the monster onslaughts as they occurred would keep but with the fate of high
How shall we use this?
work.
I've yet to reach my limits. An impressive return, even for me.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Yeah. Let's go! Let's... Yeah.
Let us prepare for the struggles to come.
No one stands against my spear.
Let's do our best to support each other.
Maybe this.
Alright, I'm gonna do this in the next main mission, and then I'm gonna go get something to eat. So, streams days are numbered here. I'm actually getting quite hungry. I need to get my medication and everything, so... after this one, I'm gonna do the next story mission, then there's probably gonna be, like, 30 more things that are going to appear on the map, and I don't want to get too immersed. So, I'll do this one, and then the next one, and then, hop off for at least a period of time. Might come back later with, something else, maybe, Rebel Engine or something. Oops. I mean, Alvi, it's supposed to be Japanese games, so that means games with gameplay instead of walking. So the expectations can be a little bit higher than usual. I agree with what you're saying. I totally agree, but it's supposed to be focused on the Japanese audience, so that implies video games with gameplay instead of walking sims. That's pretty much what it, Western and Japanese AAA are basically, that's the difference these days.
I'll handle this. Agustin.
Western and Japanese, like, small games, like indies and stuff, are awesome, but AAA, if you care about gameplay, it's kind of no contest at this point. But, yeah, I definitely agree with you. I'm not saying you're wrong. You're more level-headed about this than most are. Or they expect every AAA masterpiece they've ever wanted to be announced, which is unrealistic. But yeah, there is a chance of some decent stuff, at least for the interests of people who watch my content. There's a decent chance of some good stuff, so I will stream it. I've already committed to it. Probably grab lunch before. Well, it's more that Japanese AAA games have way more gameplay than Western ones by a rather large margin. That's really what it is. Western AAA games have been becoming more and more devoid of gameplay, so for my interest at least, I don't have any interest in those kinds of presentations. Like, Rockstar games were more fun when they had more Japanese sensibilities, meaning gameplay first, realism and visual fidelity second. PS2 Grand Theft Auto games are fun. It's been on a steady decline since, like, everything else that they've made. it's just trying too hard to be realistic, and I'm just not interested in that at all. There are a number of people who agree with that. It really depends on who you talk to, but there is somewhat of a unanimous opinion that the fun factor of those games got nerfed hard after they started trying to chase realism, and that's kind of a very common thing, and it's a very common thing in Western AAA games. Is just
but that's what makes it fun.
Photorealistic graphics and stuff, and I'm like, I'm cool with playing something like this. I'm cool with playing like Overrider and like Arisen Force and Wendigo Blue. You know, games that don't look bad, but they're not photorealistic. You know, but the gameplay is like the primary focus. So I would say I do have some expectations, but we'll see what happens. Even if they have something I do want, pretty high chance it's going to be exclusive, so my ability to play it will be heavily impaired. Versus a Nintendo Direct where everything is either going to be Switch 2 or PC, and I've got both of those, so... Yeah. Grand Theft Auto 4 was like the decline of Rockstar, in my opinion. The PS2 Grand Theft Auto games were quite realistic for the time period. but they still had a lot of arcadey aspects about them, and like now all of that is gone. It's all just about realism, and I don't really play games for realism. I want to have a fun, compact experience. But, that's Western AAA games in a nutshell, really.
Shall we then?
That's why a lot of people are starting to fall out of love with games like that. Like, yeah, I don't blame you. And definitely for a specific type of people.
This should do nicely.
If you're like me and you grew up with, you know, more gameplay-focused games, that stuff just has no interest.
We may be able to use this.
Let's go.
Although you could say that for video games in general, though. There was a really big push for realism when we started going HD, because the tech was there for it. Well, sort of. A lot of early HD games barely ran, but the tech was there, sort of. And there definitely was a decline in gameplay-focused stuff. That's why I liked a lot of the Wii games, because the Wii games were like, you know, like Muramasa,
Okay.
Mario Galaxy, Basara. Wasn't like really going for photorealism. They just wanted to have some solid gameplay. As much as I complain about Nintendo's graphics and performance, they do consistently make more games that I'm actually interested in playing, so at least with the Switch 2, the performance is less of an issue. Sin and Punishment, yeah, that's a good game too.
Well, not satisfied yet.
Oh, Jewel Maru, there's a very big connection between growing up either in a low-income area or just a low-income family and having good taste in video games. A lot of people don't talk about this, but like in South America, you know, they didn't have a lot of money just like I did, so they played like KOF and stuff. That was like top-of-the-line stuff back then. You couldn't play it at home. Unless your parents were like CEOs or something, but that was the best stuff you could get. I did not know anybody who had a Neo Geo. Yeah, the arcade was great because if you were low income, you were treated as an equal, versus the way it is now, where people who have more money just have more access to games in general, or they can run them better, or like with gachas, they can spend money on them. Arcade was great because everybody could play. You know, if you only had like your lunch money or like a couple dollars your parents gave you, you could still play like for a couple hours. Now that's pretty much a thing of the past. You can't do that anymore. My experience being in poverty pretty much my whole life, I really like that I could still compete. I could still play like at least some of the latest games, even if I wasn't rich. It really sucks the arcades are gone because of that. It was definitely a great thing. Go to the arcade. I mean, I consistently went with like $10, $20, and I could stay there like all day. Even back then, $20 on a home console game didn't get you very far. There was very little you could get for that price. A used, decent game if you were lucky. But even that's kind of a crapshoot. Is it going to be bargain bin slop or like something actually worth playing? Yeah, that's my experience. I empathize with people who grew up in smaller countries, because my experience was not much different, really. I did not grow up well off. I'm still not well off. A lot of the big, like, fighting game creators these days were, very similar background to me. Dirt poor. It's actually pretty common. A lot of the content creators we take for granted that did, do stuff like that, or, were not well off. They never were. They're definitely better off now, of course, but...
Prepare yourselves for this! It was hardly a challenge. Graphic!
Sure, why not?
Yeah, accessibility for games is, taking a dump, if you ask me. It's gotten a lot worse. If you have, all you have is a phone, your selection of actual games that aren't gachas is very small. What's interesting is that on phone, if you do have a phone and a controller, you can actually get some decent games for cheap, but the selection is still, like, really limited. There's very few that you can get. They have Dead Cells on there, like Scourgebringer. Oh. It's like this gimmick, man. I want to get this done quick so I can eat. It's taking forever.
Zelda!
There we go. She went in there. Good job.
Kia! Understood.
It seems I'm...
I used to go to like Nickel City and Golfland when I was younger with like basically no money. I'd like save up lunch money and my allowance, you know, and I was still able to, you know, compete and play on par with everybody else. It really sucks that that's a thing of the past. It's not like our economy has gotten any better. It sucks for sure. Yeah, you probably went to the same, you probably went to... Did you go to the Nickel City by, El Pollo Loco? Because that was the one I went to. The El Pollo Loco was, like, right next to it. That was the one that I went to, the Sunnyvale one. I think it was the Sunnyvale one.
I'm ready to go.
Sure, why not? Zelda!
Allow me! Focus! No! Let's try this. Hard-won victory!
Nope.
Kia! Understood. Understood.
It seems I'm wrong.
Nickel City was pretty much like,
Time to depart.
most arcades. They stopped maintaining the games and they were falling apart, which is pretty much how arcades are now. It just stopped, it just got harder and harder to repair arcade games. That's one of the reasons why they died. More than anybody wants to admit. It actually is a big contributor to arcades dying. It's not as much just you know, the way that we play games changing. That's not entirely it. Anyone who says that is kind of missing a bit of the point. The game's breaking down. Also, Japan cutting off access with the DRM and everything, like AllNet, Nessica, all those services, has effectively killed arcade games. EXA's trying their best. As much as people talk shit about EXA, myself included, I think they are trying to do a good thing. It's just, they don't seem to have the market share, like, at all. Big part of it as well is also the selection of games they have is way worse than the stuff that we grew up with. It's objectively worse. I'm not exactly gonna go, like, travel a long distance to play Hunter x Hunter Den Impact. I do want to play that game, but I don't know about traveling a long distance to play that. That's a bit much. have a lot of stuff I want to play, but like none of it is the fighting games, basically. Pretty much none of it.
Not bad. Magnuson, you time up.
Well then. Not yet. It's all I have. This should do it. Let's hit it. It's a full of might.
I'll help. Whirling wind. Sorry about this. You asked for it. Aggressor.
Sunnyvale? Yeah. So you are one of those people in those movies where, like, you know, you rump into them all the time, but they didn't become part of your life until later. That pretty much confirms that I have seen you in real life multiple times when I was a teenager. But I probably have talked to you. Probably a good, like, 20 plus years ago. That basically confirms it. There is no way that I did not ever talk to you in real life. But it was before the channel. Like, that basically confirms it. There were not a lot of people in there. I know that I probably played,
sure
like,
wasn't easy.
Marvel
We
or
did it.
Spawn with you or something
We
at
have
some
you to
point.
thank, Miley.
It's all but confirmed. There is no way that I did not ever see you in real life. That's all I really needed to know. It's interesting how you can connect with people because of social media and stuff. People that you, like, already saw at some point in your life, but there was no connection till social media. Like, there is no way that I did not see you at some point, because I was there quite a bit. Around the early 2000s, I went to Nickel City a lot. I pretty much went there until it died.
This should prove useful in battle.
Simply magnificent.
Not bad.
I take pride in such progress.
Was it a big thing? From the 80s to the mid-2000s, I would say yes. But even by the mid-2000s, it was at a very steep decline. Games started falling apart. We started to get more arcade-perfect ports, which is one of the first things that started to kill arcades, was like the Dreamcast. Dreamcast and PS2 were a really big contributing factor in arcades dying, more than anyone wants to admit. Because for the longest time, pretty much through until the end of the 90s, there was basically no such thing as an arcade-perfect port. there were some exceptions. You know, like Donkey Kong on the NES and stuff, like the Donkey Kong games. The original Mario Brothers, not Super Mario Brothers, but the original one. Those were arcade perfects, but those were the same hardware. That was the first instance of hardware between arcade and home being identical. But after that, there was basically nothing. You know, Soul Edge, the Tekken games, those were arcade perfect with more stuff, actually. Because, you know, they added, like, Tekken Force and the extra characters and stuff. But outside of that, there really weren't any arcade perfect ports. When the Dreamcast came around, the Dreamcast was running basically Naomi hardware, and those were some of the biggest arcade games at the time. So that's when arcades started to take a decline. And then when the PS2 came out, there were a lot more arcade perfect games. You know, some of the Atomic Wave stuff got ported. Neo Geo as well. System 256 stuff as well, like, you know, Tekken 4, Tekken 5, Soul Calibur 3. Those were pretty big games that you could just play at home. And then past that point, there was a really big drought in fighting games. After, I'd say, CVS 2 and Third Strike and Marvel 2, there was a really big drought because the Neo Geo was dying, SNK was dying by proxy. So there were arcade perfect ports of those, but then like major arcade releases really slowed down. There was stuff like Time Crisis was still making a lot of money. House of the Dead. There was a new House of Dead 3 and 4 came out around that time. And then past that point, the major releases were basically Tekken 6, Initial D, Maxi Tune, all the rhythm games, of course. Rhythm games kind of started to take over at that point. You know, you had all the Bamani games, Drum Mania, Guitar Mania, Beat Mania, DDR. Those were really keeping it afloat for a while, but like button-based games really started to decline around that time. Street Fighter 4 coming out was a pretty big deal. Blaze Blue as well. Tekken 6 also. Well, Tekken was kind of interesting because it was arcade exclusive for like 1 or 2 years. So that kept arcades afloat for a little bit longer. But then like past that point is when Nessica and AllNet Multi started to come in. And those are basically like Steam. They're like Steam or the Epic Game Store for arcades. But the problem is connecting to it from here is hard. And even if you can, it costs a ton of money. So the only way that you can play those games anywhere, basically, at least in America, North America, is Round 1. And Round 1 even has been really getting rid of button-based games. Last time I went to one, they had like barely any. Apparently, they did have an EXA cabinet, but they got rid of it because it wasn't making money. So now arcades are basically like raw thrill slop, you know, like American-based licensed games that are like playable, but for anybody that grew up in the heyday of the arcades, meaning you were there from the 80s to the mid-2000s, you have no interest in that. There's rhythm games, which are still quite popular. I mean, people have legit lost hundreds of pounds playing DDR. DDR is always going to have a place, and Beat Mania and stuff as well. Like, those games are still popular. Beat Mania, much less so. All the other types of games like Pump It Up, Beat Mania, Guitar Freaks, Drum Freaks, and stuff like that. But, yeah, you could pinpoint it basically to when Dreamcast and PS2 coming out, and the Neo Geo dying was when arcades basically died. Or they were dying, and then when Japan decided to cut off the rest of the world, that's definitely when they started to die too. So Exa Arcadia is trying to keep button-based games alive, but they really have an uphill battle, and it's not really entirely because of the state of arcades. It's more that there's just never going to be really high-end arcade games anymore that are button-based, meaning, you know, fighting games, beat-em-ups, those kinds of things are pretty much a thing of the past now. So, and I think that Exa's lineup is actually, like, really flawed. they have way too many fighting games, and the problem is the fighting games are just, like, not interesting. They're mostly, like, indie games, or they're, like, low budget, or they're not popular on other platforms. So, for me, growing up in the era of AAA fighting games being in the arcade first, it doesn't give me any reason to go. Beat 'em up wise, they have like none right now. They basically have they have Jitsu Squad and that's it. If they could get like some more beat 'em ups on there, I think they really need to diversify their lineup, because it just doesn't seem like anyone cares about anything on Exa that's not a shmup. Because their shmup library, their selection of shmup games is like top. It's like top tier. They have like Eartheon, Exa label. They have a bunch of like high quality indie games like Danmaku Unlimited 3. And then they even have like a lot of cave games as well. They got Fixate is on there and stuff. Like, I'm interested in playing those, but like all their non-shmups, I just think that they're like much worse games. And they don't really make me want to go find an Exa. So I think that's the thing that they need to work on. There's a number of smaller beat-em-ups that they could totally get the rights for, and like force them to add like 2 characters or something. Like Fight and Rage Exa would be awesome. Wendigo Blue, stuff like that would be like really cool. Like Fight and Rage Exa label would be pretty sick. Yeah, that's my main problem with Exa, is the selection is way worse than like what it's trying to emulate, which is Neo Geo. Neo Geo actually barely had any beat-em-ups either. Neo Geo only has like 4 or 5 beat-em-ups, and most of them aren't worth playing. So the Exa actually is quite a bit like the Neo Geo in that regard. Neo Geo was like predominantly fighting games and shmups, which is basically what Exa is right now. It's like almost entirely shmups and fighting games. The difference is the fighting games they have on Exa are not like top tier. I mean, I'd play the new Chaos Code. Chaos Code is cool. I'd be down to play Chaos Code if I had access to an Exa cabinet, but everything else on there, I have zero interest. So I hope that they are working on that. Get some more beat 'em ups on there, and I would definitely make more of an effort to go. But I don't know, just like playing low tier fighting games on Exa with like a couple characters added doesn't really interest me. I think I probably speak for most people when I say that. Like even Undernight is they can't get Undernight basically because it's on AllNet, and that's probably one of the bigger arcade games that they could actually get and like commission like a new character or two, and people would actually want to play that, but it's just not something that can happen. It really sucks. Double Dragon Revive Exa, yeah, I would bet money on that happening. Add like Chin or Sunny or something, and then like add like 6 more moves and rebalance the game, and then they're gonna only put it on Exa, so that like 99% of the people that bought it won't be able to play it. That's the other flaw to Exa as well, is, you know, I'm an arcade junkie, right? I mean, like, look at the stuff I've got on my Switch. I have so many, like, retro-inspired games in here. I have all these beat-em-ups. Like, I am the epitome of Exa's audience, but I don't have access to a cabinet. I don't have a way that I can physically play those games. I would be there frame one. If they had, like, Streets 4 Exa, or, you know, Fight and Rage Exa, a bunch of games in here, but it's just not something that's going to happen. Yeah, I could totally see Revive being put on there. I would actually welcome it, not really because of my selfish desires, but to diversify their lineup. It's way too much. It's way too much like the Neo Geo, where it's like it's shmups and fighting games, but the difference is the fighting games are way lower quality than Neo Geo stuff. None of them are like on par with this. None of them even come even close. So I think they should get more like single player based stuff. Maybe they'll make a Sengoku 3 Exa. They're making a Breaker's Revenge Exa, so I mean, who knows? Ninja Masters Exa. I'd be down for that. We've got a Chaos Code Exa coming soon. Blade Strangers Exa. I could see them. Actually, I think Wild Guns is on Exa, isn't it? Pretty sure it is. Let me see. They got Demon Front on there too, which is crazy. They have a legit Demon Front Exa. Wild Guns Rawhide. Cyber Blocker R? Yeah, I have that game on Steam. Eartheon Exa label. Demon Front. Batsugun. Air Gallet. Yeah, these are some pretty high quality shmups, man. Those are some pretty high quality games. Nothing since, huh? Yeah, I was wondering about that. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. I'm gonna go ahead and look at the Exa lineup really quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and stop for now. Grab some food. Let's go ahead and look at this really quick. I gotta bounce. Let's see here. Alright. Let's see here. Air Gallet Exa label. I would definitely play that. I haven't actually played Air Gallet before. Axel City. Cambria Sword Exa. Cyberpunk Light Gun game. Wow, I didn't know that was happening. Chaos Code. Nemesis Experiment. I would play that. The Damon Bride. Goldstorm Pirates. Well, they're actually making a new Deadstorm Pirates. That's pretty crazy. Scarlet Dawn. Nen Impact Exa. That's really funny that they're even bothering to do that. That's so random. This game, like, is a complete failure, right? Like, nobody bought this game. The concurrent player base on Steam is literally like 10 players. But I guess they're making their money back because Exa gave them a big stack of money to rebalance the game. We don't even know if the rebalance is going to be available on home consoles. Probably not. I don't think it actually has any new characters. So this is like probably the lowest effort EXA release. Let's see here. A new missile command. Hey, my old ass would be interested in that. Let's see here. Vanguard Princess EXA. Dave and Buster's limited release. I actually live next to a Dave and Buster's, but I don't think they have an EXA. Scumbags. All they got is Raw Thrills slop in there. Like the least interesting stuff. Asuka, 120%. That's pretty cool. Demon Front EXA. I'd be down to play that. Rage of the Dragons is getting an EXA. Spectral versus Generation. That's peak Kusage right there. That's getting an EXA release? Really? Daraku Tenchi is getting a release. Rumblefish 2 is getting EXA as well. Wild Guns Rawhide, I'd definitely be down for that. Another Initial D. Extreme versus Infinite Boost. I'm never going to get to play that. Sonic Wings Reunion is funny because like this game was a complete failure. See, as you can see here, I was just talking about this. Under Night 2 is on AllNet Multi, so never get to play that in America, basically. Cyberblocker R, I definitely would play. Another Maxi Tune coming out. Europe is getting all these EXA games. I'm very jealous. Time for me to move to Europe. Kung Fu Panda The Warrior's Gauntlet. Is this going to be some really shitty American-made beat-em-up like Rise of the Mutants? It's like low tier. Well, they got some pretty good stuff coming. Capcom Fighting All-Stars. I remember really wanting to play this because they had Strider in it, but it Vaporware never came out. Probably would have done a lot better than Fighting Champ. Looking back, probably would have done a lot better than Fighting Jam, which nobody gave a crap about that game. Oh, here's Peak right here. Here's Peak right here. This is Peak Kusage right here. Where's my Sengoku Basara Cross EXA? I would globetrot for that. Come on. Where's Sengoku Basara Cross EXA? Hook me up. I'm there frame 1 for that. I will sell a kidney and get on a plane to play that. Not gonna happen though. Wait, there was gonna be a Next Machina? Raw Thrills? What? That would be like one of the only good Raw Thrills games. Why did they not release that? That's like the perfect arcade game. They make such garbage arcade games, and somehow this didn't come through. What? That's news to me. I actually would have gone to the arcade for that. Let's go ahead and look at the EXA lineup before I go bye-bye. Yeah, They got Batsugun Exa label came out this year. Fixate, Air Gauntlet, a Kai Katana, Side-Eye Ojo. That's a pretty big deal that they got that on there. Cyveriar Delta I would definitely play. Cyberblocker, Blazing Chrome, Arc Exa, Rival Mega Gun I really like too. I have a lot of these games. Jitsu Squad I would definitely play. But look at the price of this shit. How much is it? $1,600. Alright, let me go ahead and put that in my cart right now. And then you gotta buy the kit. These aren't really meant for normal people. They're meant for people who have businesses or rich content creators, which I am neither. Well, maybe I'll win the lottery. I'll just buy all these games and it's not high-end arcade hardware, PC hardware though. It's not. A Steam Deck could run all these games. A Steam Deck could run like all these games basically. That's why they got their shit locked down really hard, because they know if it ever gets decrypted, that everybody would start having cabinets with, like, Steam Decks in them. A Steam Deck could, like, run, like, all these games, basically. So, it's not high-end arcade hardware. It's not anywhere near what it used to be, like, growing up, where a Neo Geo was leaps and bounds better than any home console for 2D pixel art stuff. It was so much better. That's been a thing of the past since like year 2000, basically. when the Naomi came out, that was the end of high-end hardware, basically. Because past that point, it was like System 256, Naomi, Atomic Wave. Those were the big ones, and then like Taito Type X, which was literally just a computer in a cabinet. So, yeah. It is not at all what it used to be. But yeah, they got a lot of stuff I want to play, but hopefully my Dave and Buster's will stop rubbing it off to Raw Thrill Slop and get one of these, and then that would be really fun. I'd love to make videos of this with my phone. I don't think that they have anything any good. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go take a break to eat, and then probably do some more Zelda, Rebel Engine, maybe a little bit more Aethergazer. I'm probably working tonight, so there might be a kitty sitting stream tonight as well. So I got some games I can actually play on there now. King Static and stuff is kitty sitting stream kosher. So thanks for watching, everybody. I go grab a bite to eat and see if I feel like coming right back. You guys want to support me? It is definitely needed right now, not gonna lie. You guys want to support me? There you go. I'll try to get Dragon Blazers today if I can, but it's gonna depend on some other factors. So if I do come back, we'll probably play that, but right now I don't really have any gaming budget. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.